Welcome back to Careful Boys.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey,
What's up? We got with us a very careful boy named Teejay Lee, who is in the hot seat. You guys know about this segment. Teejay Lee is a friend of mine. He's Quest Crew. He is a friend that I talked about in a past video when I was telling this long story about this massive car accident that I was in, that he was also in, where he got paralyzed, recovered, and now helps other kids recover from a lot of the same things that he went through. Good on you, Teejay Lee.
Wow.
A hero, a real JK hero.
And for hot seat, we like to start it kind of cold and turn up the temperature. And as the temperature goes up, that's when we feel like hot and vulnerable. But before we get there, let's start it off with
You gotta
Bart.
spit on it first.
Let's start it off with Bart. He has the coldest question.
He starts cold.
So, let's say you had to redesign dice, and it's a cube. What other shape would you prefer?
What the fuck is going on? I like you on this side, man. What the fuck is going on, bro?
I like Mike over there. That's tight. Well, what do you say?
Bart always is good.
Pyramid.
Oh.
Because it like you know like exactly because it's been like Vegas. I'm like it should have been a fucking that other number.
Hexagon.
Huh?
Because a pyramid, it'll be a point. Yeah, you don't know what point.
Odds are good as long
You get
as
to
it's
pick
on
one of the
side.
sides. It's up to you.
Yeah.
It's up to you what number it is.
Very stable though, very stable.
Very stable.
Very stable dice.
Good odds. Good odds.
Okay.
Games.
Nice answer.
All right. When did you and Ryan first become friends?
Friends. He's still boss. He's the leader.
Oh, I told you you're the leader.
The leader of Quest Crew.
The leader.
Wait, you're the leader of Quest Crew?
Really?
No, I know.
Oh, okay.
That's what you think.
No, there's no leader. There's no leader.
When did you first meet him, and what was your first impression of him?
You knew one of my exes, right? Back in
did?
Desiree? No.
No, I just knew you from Eris.
Just Eris? Mm-hmm. Like 2000 then.
How do you know Eris from Annabella?
Yeah, I knew him since second grade. Well, third grade technically. I knew his sister in second grade. And then he says I stole his ball before school started. And then after I had class with him, she's like, he's cool. He's like, all right, you cool then. You know my sister. So
Oh, tight.
that's how our story begins.
Yeah, our connection
I stole
was-
his ball. Yeah.
Yeah, our connection was weird because I met Eris because he was walking around Montebello Mall with a shirt that said "Break." It was like it had a b-boy on it, and then the rest of my crew was also at the mall. They met him and they go, "Hey, we just met this dude with a Break T-shirt. We're gonna go to his house and practice." So then I went over there. I met him up. We had a session. We instantly were just like best friends. And then this guy was just kind of residually there because he's from Eris' circle. And then we all just meshed and we were like, "Dude, let's go."
Was he fat at the time?
Yeah, he was a bigger boy.
So fat.
Yeah.
How big were you?
What was that? I was like 5'7", 200 pounds maybe. My
skinny to me.
My width, well, like width and length when you buy pants were like the same, or I had to buy like adult pants when I was like since like middle school.
You been fat all your life?
Not anymore. I'm still.
Look at him right now.
Hey, you always been this fat.
Inner fat kid still. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, fat's a mentality for sure.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah, the foods you choose. What's
How you treat other people. I think that's a
90%
big part.
physical,
Yeah. Fat part.
10%
Yeah,
I'm getting into a little hot seat right now.
Oh, turn it up.
Just regular shit. We're still warming up. But make sure that you guys see the other video where we actually talk about more of his story so you know more. Otherwise, I just seem like a jerk. Okay. So you were talking about one of the first things, when you realized that it wasn't all paralyzed, you started coming back was, your penis sensations, right? You started, stuff like that. When was how long did it take before, number one, it was like kind of back?
We jacked off.
Yeah, where you started.
Actually, at the hospital, yes. I was
At the hospital?
I had a friend come by and I was like, hey, like,
Can you hand job?
can you help out? Can you help me adjusting? I just want to see.
So Ryan jacked you off?
We said we'd never tell.
Wait, Eris did that?
Nah, he ain't down. He ain't down to help a brother like that.
Wow.
Somebody come by?
You had a Montebello Hyena come by?
Montebello Hyena, dude.
So the first time you came was through a hand job and not even jacking off?
Didn't come. but got a hand job, yes.
Why not you not come?
It's like his masseuse screaming at him.
Why you not come, man?
That's what she said.
I think that's more of a physiological thing. I don't know. I couldn't. Yeah.
So,
but
did she have
it
to-
got up and everything. I was like, in my head, I'm like, tight. It's working, dude.
That's
you have to-
incredible. I didn't know that, bro.
Did you have to take off the catheter first?
Oh, I was already off, but then she had to like undo my diaper, which was kind of weird.
Yo, whoever she is, she's down, yo.
Who is she?
Were you guys talking at the time, or were you just like, "Yo, homie, I got a favor"?
Yo, homie. What is it?
Yo, MTV Raps?
Hip Hop TJ, bro.
Yo,
But
homie.
it could have been one of my exes. Right now, it's like
One of them.
because there was a lot of friends that came by.
A lot of hospital visits.
Yeah, a lot of friends. Staff would be like, "Hey, you got another friend?" I'm like, "Cool." Well, that's like, that,
He's like, make sure you sign the log. You don't have any dude friends?
Let me ask you this. So,
Shit, bro, he's crushing.
how was your how was your dating life before as a big dude?
there was no dating life.
Wow.
I didn't know about that skill. Was right. Later on, I was like, "Oh, I friend zoned a bunch of people because I didn't know any."
Oh, so the girls actually liked you, but then you friend zoned them?
No,
How
I didn't
old
know
were
it's
you?
fair.
He was like import
I was
tuner
18.
boy.
Yeah, I mean, that's all kind of a weird age anyway.
I didn't know what's going on.
So okay, did you find yourself being a straight pimp when you became paralyzed? Like, were you like just
Oh,
all of a
classic
sudden-
paralyzed pimp, huh?
She's all like-
Classic.
Yo, I'm a spit game now because all these girls fucking like me now.
Nah.
We up in the hospital bed, and then like, how did you get a the hand job?
Favor. That was a big favor. I think that one. But
But how do you ask for a
pimping is never. It was
how do
never
you
it.
ask for a hand job favor? That's what I'm just wondering. Like, are you romantically involved or anything like that? Because it just sounds to me as like I asked Anthony to jack me off in bed.
Why you gotta throw me off?
a sandwich.
Why you gotta say Anthony like
And
that?
he didn't even do
I
it
don't have
either.
female friends.
Why you gotta say my first name like that, man? My mom don't even call me that.
Anthony? All right.
It was kind of like, oh, like what was going on? I was like, hey, like things have been improving, and I felt pain. It was like so early on where even it did it mentally, I couldn't feel anything. I was just like, all right, that's cool.
Oh.
That's
So
it.
it wasn't so much sexual, it was more like an
Scientific. Scientific.
Where like nothing really happened. I was like, well, at least there's pain. I can't feel the good part. At least there's pain. That's
Also, when you're getting
okay.
the hand job, it was still kind of painful.
It was like because it's the sensation is like it doesn't know what's going on. So I'm just like, oh, okay, so
Got it.
okay, that's a good. Just check that off. It's there. At least I feel it. It's there.
Yeah. Did you try the same with anal just to make sure?
Oh, they have to put like suppositories in me all the time.
Why?
Because I couldn't poop because there's no signals going up and through.
Oh my
Every
god.
night they got like up, bend over. I was just like, this is like jail. Like, okay, cool. Like things get up in me. I gotta do stuff I don't want. I have to eat at certain times. I was like,
They have to call you a slut when they do it, though?
Yeah. They have to look me in the eyes.
They hold your head.
Yeah, because I couldn't move my head. So I'm like, oh, okay, there you go.
Tell me I'm a good doctor.
Hold my pocket.
All right. So
I don't do that suppository anymore now.
you feel,
Only for fun.
Yeah.
do you feel like since then your dating life has gotten better?
Well, now it's really great, but it's been a lot of like, I would be too upfront, like, hey, got an accident, blah, blah, blah. They're like, why are you telling me all this? And then we meet in person, and then they see this, and they're like, oh, it's like, you can kind of see it, and it's like, oh, I'm like, okay.
Because you went on
friends are
some
cool.
Tinder dates, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of Tinder dates, but the ones that I gotta make sure they're like open-minded and can see past all that, and those was
What do you mean? What they see? Like they see your like disability or whatever it is, and then they.
disability, and you're just like, oh, okay.
Oh.
You're like rocking around and then.
Yeah, like I still walk around like all funky. And
I see.
Kind of like, oh, like I need help with things.
Hit with a lamp.
Yeah. It's like,
Do you ever like fuck with them and like you are balanced, but you're just like whoa 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 whoa. See if they
We grabbing some
catch you.
titties. We grabbing some titties on the way down.
not on the dates. Maybe at the club, but not at the on the date portion. Yeah. Sober shit. No, because there's a part where.
Whoa! And then you land on her titties like, oh my god!
You never thought of that trick?
Got me.
That's like such a 90s fucking dude movie, dude.
That's a Bart move.
It's regular.
It's regular. Because balance has always been an issue. It's still an issue to me, so it's not like like for me, it's like if that happens, more like, oh, I'm gonna like help me rather than like,
He's like, I'm gonna fucking die. Hurry the fuck up.
yeah. It's like it's a different like thing. You're like, oh shit, I'm gonna fall rather than oh hey, how's it going?
That's a good
When
point.
I'm drunk, TJ, a little different, but then that's also because the drunker I get, the less balance I get. So I'm just like, same time, like, haha, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna fall on you. I'm gonna fall. It'll be great.
Everybody gets some.
Yeah, everybody gets stuff. Like, oh, cool. Club's really packed. That's even better because I can just bounce off everybody and get to where I need to go.
pinball it.
Yeah.
Today's video is brought to you by ExpressVPN.
You know what I hate the most? When you're like searching for stuff, and then you get hit with ads fucking constantly on your phone.
Yeah.
And I know it's connected.
Yeah.
But I hate seeing ads over and over and over and over and over again. And so far, the only solution I found is using a VPN, because when I'm doing it, it thinks I'm somewhere else. And I know most of you guys are just thinking, why don't you just use incognito mode? Let me tell you something. Incognito mode does not hide your activity. It doesn't matter what mode you use or how many times you clear your browsing history. Your internet service provider can still see every single website that you've ever visited. That's why even when I'm at home, I never go online without using ExpressVPN.
It doesn't matter who your internet service provider is. ISPs in the US can legally sell your info to ad companies.
ExpressVPN is an app that reroutes your internet connection through their secure servers so that your ISP cannot see the sites that you visited.
ExpressVPN also keeps all of your information secure by encrypting 100% of your data by using the most powerful encryption available.
Most of the time, I don't even realize that I have ExpressVPN on. It just runs seamlessly in the background. It's so easy to use. All you gotta do is tap that one button and you're protected.
ExpressVPN is available on all your devices. Phones, computers, and even your smart TV. So there's no excuse for you to not be using it.
Protect your online activity today by using the VPN that's rated #1 by Business Insider. Visit our exclusive link expressvpn.com/offtherecord, and you can get an extra 3 months free on a 1-year package. That's expressvpn.com/offtherecord. expressvpn.com/offtherecord to learn more. Have you ever had sex in the hospital?
No.
But you got a hand job.
I know, that's pretty
That
good.
counts.
That's pretty badass, dude.
I don't think I've ever gotten a head job, ever.
Only in church.
Let's switch hot seats real quick. I got a couple questions.
Just ask me now, dude. The answer's probably no.
Okay, so this is a little bit darker, but you went through something pretty crazy. When you're paralyzed and you couldn't really move, they try to sit you up and they let go and you'd fall back down. Did you ever have a point where you felt like suicidal at all, or like, man, this life fucking sucks, I don't want to live this life anymore?
No, because I had a lot of friends come by and a lot of support.
That's dope.
And that's the biggest part when I tell them. It's like timing and support, and then me just like, fuck it, there's nothing to lose. That helped me out, because like Brian can come by, Eris, like friends would always come by on a daily where it's like, cool, like, hey, like, hey, check this out. And they're like, oh, what happened? I'm like, you didn't see me? I held for like 2 seconds. Like,
Yeah.
oh, so I get to kind of teach them about it and be like, look, like, oh, like today's 5 seconds. Like, hey, good job, because they see, like, they've been coming by so much that it could be like little wins and like in the grand scheme of stuff. For me, I was like, yo, check this out. I didn't hit my head. And they're like, yeah, that's the trick today.
That was weird to see, like,
Amazing.
to see those increments with you. It's like crazy, because like when you know someone for so long and that's not how they move at all, and he's relearning all of his like behavior.
Like a baby?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, dude, I remember just the way it used to normally be, and then now it's like little tiny things are like huge breakthroughs. I told you, you probably won't get better. You should just quit.
I was like, I'm gonna get you, Ryan. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win.
Well, I'm all the way over here, 2 feet away.
There's a point where I got an argument with my dad, and then I think you were there. I was just like,
bad.
I was like, oh, like this, and then after like the argument was over with my dad, that was the last time I saw him, by the way. I was like, what? It's my fault? What you gonna do? And then like afterwards, I was like, yo, that's the most I moved. Like, that's kind of cool.
That was
Make me more angry so I can move.
I was just like,
I remember that. I think that was the worst thing I thought came from that, was because I went to visit him and I was just like, I just walked in and like him and his dad were like fighting, and I guess like he was blaming you for something. And then that's when you said, I don't know if you remember telling me this, but you were like crying. And I was like, dude, what happened? And you said, you know, the worst thing about being paralyzed is I can't go to another room.
Yeah.
And so I can't get away from this guy.
At what point did you ever think, like, did you ever have a moment when you're like, I'm paralyzed now, and this is my life forever? And then it's kind of like, I can't move.
In the beginning, because I couldn't move at all.
Yeah.
But as soon as like little things came up, and I was like, all right, let's keep.
Do you
going.
know how long that moment of hope, like in that whole period of like just not being able to wiggle nothing, you're just sitting there and you're just like, shit.
During that time, I was just trying to survive. That's all it was.
Yeah.
Or like just remembering things like, oh, if I lay down too long, I'll have a pressure sore. But then after a while, it's like, hey mom, you tired of pushing me around? Don't call the nurses, like leave me. So I actually did have a pressure sore like the size of a quarter on my ass, where it's just leaking blood out. Cause I was like, just leave me alone. Like I was like at this point, I just didn't want to be a burden to people. And that's like even like now when people ask for help, I was like, no, I got it. Even though I'm like struggling. Yeah.
We're so different people.
Sometimes I'll milk it like on those days.
McDonald's fucking shit.
I've seen you milk it one time though, man. Like,
Disneyland.
Minus
that was like for us.
But this again, I'll play jokes. I'll play jokes
he
like,
only
hey.
does it for us, but like I all throughout that whole thing, I've never heard him like complain about it. Like one time.
So when Ryan was telling us the story initially, there was a third guy, and the other guy he had mentioned never came by or visited one time. What happened? How did you feel about that?
At that point, I was just like, where is he? But things are going so fast and like rehab, friends, like everything, like all the information of like dealing with it. On top of that, school was like, Cal State LA was like, where you been? And when I do this, I'm like, oh, and then also on top of that, Social Security, like all this stuff, it was just like, cool, like if he wasn't there, he's not there. Well, something, I mean, it took him like, I think like 3-4 months before he showed up, and he came with like his family all together, which kind of like, I was just like, why didn't you just come by yourself kind of thing? But yeah, I think
Maybe he needed a support.
Yeah, he needed support. But then at that point, everything was just like go. It was just like, if my mentality was just keep going, because there's no stopping. Whatever just happened.
Do you feel like your mentality for just always moving forward, do you think that was like, were you always like that before the accident, or do you feel like that was kind of a result of that?
No, I wasn't like that before. Definitely not. But it's like there was a.
Were you sad as fuck or something?
No, it's just I was happy, but it's just not like go.
Never a reason to like have that mentality.
Yeah.
That you think that motivated a more survival, push forward mentality, the accident and everything?
Yeah, and also with just having I think my strength to find humor in things kind of helped out. I'm like, haha, that's cool. All right, next thing, let's do it.
I like that.
All right, too much happiness. Let's get back to the sex stuff.
All right.
How is sex nowadays?
He's our local sexpert. So
The sexpert. Like he's like.
That's where I would milk it. I'd be like, hey, I can't move too much, so get on it. You know what I'm saying?
Get on it!
So I can ask you questions about sex stuff.
yeah, dude. You know his rep.
Well, wait.
Oh yeah, you know about his rep, dude? This guy?
Yo, I've heard.
Yeah, bro.
Internationally known. That's the word on Instagram.
Don't listen to the leader of Quest Crew over here.
I have to.
I just made that up.
I have to, guys.
Yeah, so how is it for you?
Oh, things are great now, dude.
Fuck yeah.
I think so. My current girlfriend, latest girlfriend, and
She's
soon
great,
to
by
be-
the way.
Yeah, she had this move, and I was.
You were about to say soon to be something.
Yeah, soon to be wife.
Okay.
Let's go!
Whoa!
Wait, does she know that?
Yeah, she knows that.
Okay.
She found this move, and I was like, oh, because like it's really hard for me to come, like it said before with the holes.
Yeah.
Don't brag, dude.
Wow!
She throws it back like nothing. Yeah, you don't even know.
I was like, what? How did it happen? She's like, oh. I was like, all right.
You can call her an occupational therapist. You know what I'm saying? That's awesome, man. Because that'll be honestly like maybe not the overly perverted side of me, but if I was like paralyzed, that would be one of the things I'd be like, fuck.
I know.
Can't.
Because that's his life.
coming is
All he does.
coming is Anthony's life.
All this guy does is have sex. That's all he does.
So the funny thing is that coming just feels different overall. Really? I know some people. Yeah. No, I know some people similar thing where it hurts too, so they don't want to come. So it's like a weird thing because it messes up.
Does it hurt you still?
It's sometimes it'll be like, oh, that's kind of weird. Just like it's like a big influx of just like nerves going at it, you know.
I thought you just come so hard, just fucking just fall on the ground because it knocked you off balance.
Oh, that's just normal.
Because he's standing always.
Because he's doing the iron cross.
I gotta sit. Legs get. I mean, if your legs get weak, mine just go whoop, and I'm like on the floor.
Wow, dude.
What's the hardest thing for you to do? Like at the phase of recovery you're at, what's the hardest thing for you to do still?
Maybe. Oh, the hard thing was me going from right-handed to left-handed. Like right now, like.
You're left hand dominant now.
Yeah.
Those fingers can't open.
I'm trying.
Is that something you still actively work on?
Not anymore, cause right now, give me a bottle right now.
Give up on it, or?
Once I figured out like, oh, this is great for parties. Okay, cool. Like functionally, like I could do this.
Yeah.
I could drive. I'm like, cool. I could grab like. I got the left hand for everything else.
I noticed that you had to open it first, and then you could so you could grab in, but then opening out is hard.
Come here. You can play with this. It's okay. It's okay. Hey,
That's my strong hand.
Try to flick off Bart with that hand.
let me stretch it out.
Oh shit.
Yeah, fuck you,
Take that, Bart.
If you want to touch the head, it's okay. You can go.
Can you feel with it?
Yeah, I can feel with it. It's like it's weird. Like it doesn't want to. Like if you pull it to like open, it's like
Let me see it.
Yeah, it's just extending.
it won't extend. It's just curling.
Oh.
The closest thing to that I can relate to is I punched somebody in the face, and then it dislocated my knuckle outside, and then I had to pop it back in, and it was like this, and then for I don't know, like a month or something, I couldn't close it. It just felt like 50% usage.
Oh, so for mine, it's like the muscles are flexed too much. So I need to make sure like I stretch it.
open it.
Yeah, so like I don't want to do too much exercise where it's always flexing. Then I'm gonna be stuck like that.
So that mean when you ask your girl like, hey, can I get a hand job? You're actually just like, can you stretch me out?
Stupid.
It's a good trick. Like during like go on dates or girls like, hey, like can you stretch out this hand?
Wow.
Cool. Thanks.
That's smooth.
But yeah,
So it's like Ryan's like, hey, you want to take a trip up to NorCal? Do you go, fuck you, motherfucker?
He goes. He just goes.
the whole time. I'm like, fuck, right.
And I'm just going, San Francisco. Come on.
So what are we going up?
Right now, let's go.
Let's go. Easy.
I'll take backseat this time.
Yeah, you're the best. I love your attitude about everything that has happened, man.
You're fucking hilarious.
This dude here, man.
Like if that happened to you, this would be the perfect rehab person for.
I'd be like, Teejay, I need your help. Come here. You've been through this shit. Please. Give me a hand job.
Is it working? Which hand? I'll be like, which hand, Joe? Which hand? This hand?
Tight ass one.
TJ, I want a BJ.
Teejay, give me an HJ.